Welcome back to Fundamental Checkmates that you must know. Today we are going to be looking at Blackburne's Mate. As always with this series, we're going to be starting by learning the theoretical definition of what Blackburne's Mate is. Then I'll go through some examples with you to show you how you can apply Blackburne's Mate in a real game scenario. And I'll leave you off before we end the video with an example and puzzle for you to try with the information that you just learned. So Blackburne's Mate is a checkmating technique that you use when you have three minor pieces, specifically two bishops and a knight. Now the two bishops will be cutting the king off, one along this very nice diagonal here, and the other one can get really close on h7, and it's checkmate. You can see the knight here supporting the bishop and also cutting away this escape square on f7, and it is simply game over. So this is Blackburne's Mate. For the most part, you basically send in your bishop and give checkmate. Let's go ahead and look at this in action, and I think most fitting is to first look at the game where this checkmating pattern was first discovered. And so this was a game here where Black first played this mating pattern, and then it got the name Blackburne's Mate. So here you're playing with the black pieces. How do you utilize this idea of Blackburne's Mate and end the game? The move is queen takes h3, check, and after pawn takes, you play bishop to e4, checkmate. A very nice application, and you can see here in the first theoretical definition, the bishop came really close in and gave check to the king, but that's not necessary for this mating pattern to occur. Instead, you just need three minor pieces that are just totally dominating a king. Let's take a look at one more example together here. We'll look at this position, and you can see already from the arrow that there is some nice tension here. White has an incredibly large amount of pieces next to this king. If only there was a way to blast open the position, and indeed queen to h6 is how you do it, and after pawn takes, which is forced, bishop e5 is checkmate again. The three pieces just giving hell to this king here. Very nice way to end the game. Now let's look at one more example together before I give you a final example that you can try for yourself. Now here we don't really have a direct way to sacrifice material and give checkmate. For example, queen takes h2, which from the examples we just saw might be the first thing you're looking at. It doesn't really work, and after knight g4, and I suppose the king can really go anywhere here, the attack simply fizzles out. So instead, you need to first prepare an attack. You play the move knight g4, threatening mate on h2, and unfortunately, white doesn't have a great way to stop it. A lot of their pieces are over here doing nothing on the queen side. h4 is the most logical, and now we can implement this Blackburne's Mate with queen takes h4, pawn takes, and bishop to h2. Checkmate again, this bishop, don't forget about it, cutting on this long diagonal. So you can see that you're not always going to get a position where you're going to be able to immediately apply Blackburne's Mate. You want to keep adding pressure until white is forced to make a move that allows some nice combination. That is typically how you attack in chess. Now, before we end the video, I always like to give you guys a final opportunity to apply what you just learned to an example here. So this position here, this puzzle, I want you to pause the video and try it out. It's using the idea of Blackburne Mate that you just learned, and it's applying it in a really beautiful way. So white to move here. How does white end the game immediately due to Blackburne's Mate? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like this video if you enjoyed and learned from it, and I will see you next time. Peace out.